We are currently facing a technical error, so everyone please wait for a few minutes. Good evening, everyone. Am I audible? Okay. So this talk is organized by Biorix. Biorix is a student-run biology community built for curious mind across the life science, from genetics, microbiology to ecology, zoology, botany, and conservation. It serves as a collaborative platform where students connect, exchange ideas, and engage in meaningful scientific discussion. As part of our continuous effort to explore core concepts shaping modern biology, today's session focuses on conservation. Today's session is titled Promoting Firefly Conservation Through Public Awareness and Citizen Science. This session aims to give us an insight on undeniable significance of fireflies in our ecosystem and how our actions shape various aspects of our environment. To guide us through this topic, we are honored to have Dr. Sheikh Muhammad Shamsuddin. Dr. Sheikh Muhammad is an associate professor and head of Department of Zoology at the Manantawadi campus of Kannur University. His areas of interest include insect taxonomy, molecular taxonomy, forest entomology, biodiversity assessment, mapping, and conservation. His works also contribute significantly to understanding insect ecology and its application in ecosystem management. He also worked in sampling butterflies, macro and micro Lepidoptera of Western Ghats. With his strong academic leadership and research expertise, he continues to inspire students and contribute meaningfully to the field of zoology. We are delighted to have him with us today. We look forward to an insightful and impactful session. Let's warmly welcome Dr. Sheikh Mohammed.
Good evening. Can you hear me, students?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So good evening, everyone. And first of all, I thank the Spirix because they are doing a wonderful thing. I have seen many WhatsApp groups. So this is something different from the other WhatsApp group. It's a student community getting together for improving and for knowledge sharing on science as well as every aspects of science. So that's a wonderful job, and I just joined to 1 or 2 weeks back, and I saw nearly 600 students have registered in it. It's a wonderful thing, and each students will have different entities to work in it. So it's a great thing. And also I thank the coordinator of biodiversity board of Kannur. Uh, she has given the opportunity. She has connected me to the Biorix, and thanks a lot. So and why this Firefly is important, and why I am here to take the class in this month. So I urged the Biorix community member who called me that saying that this event not only sharing my experience in Fireplace, but also to make a great mark in the Fireplace, because there is a great gap area in Fireplace. So students have to come forward. So merely very less students are working in Fireplace as far as Indian continent is concerned. And now students have to come forward. And this month is very important because from the end of the April, the congregation of Fireflies will start. May and June is very important, as well as October and November is also very important. So for the period of 12 months, only 2 times we can have a great congregation and we can see the fireplace. So it is very important for the students to cite the butter means different kind of groups of fireflies, and also I have come with some Google form. So if you're citing the kind of fireflies and uh, for making it available, the data making it available, it will be very useful for everyone to share the resource. So with that, I'll start my PPT presentation. Let me share the screen. So can you able to see?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So on and all, good evening for the community as well as the students from different part of Kerala. So my topic today is promoting firefly conservation through public awareness and citizen science. So first of all, this group is not much known, even though many order such as Lepidopteran and Coleopteran have been studied. This firefly is coming under the order Coleopterans. So many researchers are there who are working in Coleopterans. Unfortunately, there are very less people who are working with fireflies. So first of all, I think is to promote a kind of public awareness, which is the good initiative for the citizen science, and that will improve the data on fireflies. So fireflies are soft body beetles, which is belonging to the order Lampyridae. It produces light from a specialized light organ at the apex of the abdomen. So by this, organism is getting so important. It is producing light. So by the light, people are trying to identify it as a firefly. And in India, there are about 92 species that have been described recently in the zoo taxa, currently published zoo taxa by our group member. So I will be coming to say that later. So there are previously it was 80 and now there are about 92 species, and first checklist recorded in zoo taxa. And this is just a morphology of the fireflies. This is the dorsal side. Uh, Whenever we are coming to the Coleopteran, the elytra wing case is an important features to say it as a Coleopteran. And as far as the fireflies are concerned, the ventral side, which is having a lantern, is very important, which is light producing organs. Lantern on segment 6 and 7, which is very important thing by which we can say it as a firefly. So it is the anatomy of the firefly belonging to order Coleopteran, family Lampyridae. So it is very well known for light producing organism, which is a bioluminescence, and the life stages is slightly excited thing, which is having a larval pupa and adult, but the life cycle is somewhat different from the other group of insects. So that we can come later. So here you can see the lantern, which is a very important light producing organ. And this is a species called Abscondita perplexa, dorsal as well as the ventral view. And to differentiate male and female, male used to be smaller than the female with 10 to 11.5 millimeter, and female maybe more than that, 11.5 to 13 millimeter. And so see the female lantern is also somewhat different from the male lantern. By that we can easily differentiate male and female. So in the lantern itself, we can see in the female 1, 2 lantern. In the male, first lantern, in the second thing, there is a partition. There is a partition of lantern is seen. By that, we can easily identify or differentiate whether it is male or female. So, of course, why it is so important? They are soft body beetles. Fireflies, by the term itself, some people will be thinking it is it as a fly belonging to the order Diptera, but they are nothing. They are soft body beetles under the order Coleopteran. They are excellent bioindicators, so of a healthy environment. And many organisms, when we are saying many organisms, they are the indicator of the bioindicators. We used to say it as a bioindicators. But as far as fireflies are concerned, they are the excellent bioindicators of healthy environment, means climax community. They are the indicator of the climax community which fulfill the healthy environment. If the so in the ecology we might have studied different stages, several stage 1, 2, 3, 4, and lastly a climax stage. So if the condition of the environment which may fulfill all the this kind of several stage, and if it fulfill the climax community, that place will have the firefly. So it is an excellent bioindicator of a healthy environment, not like other organisms. Their population is very much sensitive to change in environmental condition, like light pollution and habitat loss. Of course, light pollution and habitat loss is seen in every group of organism. But this is special because this is a bioluminescence organism. So light is coming into account for a kind of environmental changes. So it is a biocontrol agent. Of course, people will not be knowing that fireplace, whether it is a biocontrol agent. Yes, they are voracious predator of pests such as snail, which is seen in the agriculture field, slug, and other small invertebrates. So they are indirectly, they are a great bioindicator, biocontrol agent, and thus they are protecting crop from damage. And most of the data, of course, data is very much limited. So data deficit. As far as IUCN is concerned, the data is very much deficit as far as this group is concerned. We can go and see the different groups or different kind of application and different kind of scientific data sheets where fireflies are very much limited. So here my point is very much precise to say that even our biodiversity register of Kerala is very much fulfilled with many organisms where this firefly is missing. So this is a very important thing. We have to make note that after our data enrichment, we have to come with some kind of addition of fireflies in our biodiversity register. So it is a very much a policy making kind of improvement can be made as far as these fireflies are concerned. However, in India, not much attention has been given to these beetles, resulting in data deficiency. So many need for a study. When I am saying need for the study in every aspect of research, this firefly is coming into account. Of course, we can start with the taxonomy. We can start with the kind of diversity study. We can start with the kind of mapping, uh, and also we can go for a lot of cultural studies related to fireflies. So many studies are there. So if you are taking any field of interest in the fireflies, so the data is very much lacking and research paper are very much mere. So firefly population is declining as well from all over the world. So thus it is necessary to study this beetle and work toward their conservation. So to work towards their conservation, we need a kind of sampling. We need a kind of data. So need for the study is very much needed. So only my talk is related to the need for study to the, so student have to come forward. Many students are there in this group. Student have to come forward to work in this group. Many things are there. So as far as the habitat where it can be seen, so it allow moisture and often live in a kind of humid region. In drier area, they are found around wet or damp area that retain moisture. They are carnivorous. The larval feed on snail, slug, ants, termites, earthworm, gastropods, and even decaying matter. They do not feed in their adult stage except some species. They can be found in moist grassy patches, etc. Okay, so they are mostly willing to stay in moisture and often live in a kind of humid region where a kind of agriculture field or a kind of moisture or damp area. So that is the habitat where the fireplace can be seen. So going into the their biology, it's very much different from the other organisms of the insects. So here, egg 3 weeks, the larva. The larva is a great thing. The larva may take 1 to 2 years. The larva may take 1 to 2 years. The larval stage is a long period where so we will not succeed when we are rearing the larva sometimes, because continuously we have to rear this for 1 or 2 years. So people are not taking a kind of research where the larval we have to rear. The biology study of this group is very much difficult because it may take 1 to 2 years. So pupa and pupa and adult is mostly 3 to 4 weeks. So no problem with egg, no problem with pupa and adult. But the larval forms, we have to take more immense struggle to rear the larva. So larval form is a very important stage. So I have not succeeded. I have not come to rear the larval of the fireflies. Of course, pupa and adult has been seen during the field survey. So this is the, as I was saying, it is a best indicator of climax community. This is the region where fireflies is often seen. This is the zone where we will be keeping in contact where how the fireflies are moving around. This is a place near in Manandawadi. So after a period of 1 year, we used to see the congregation of fireflies in this region and all. So suddenly there was construction here and the tree was not available. The tree was becoming drier, and suddenly after a period of 1 week, the fireflies was not there. So it is a very much important thing to know that these are just prone to small changes in microclimatical changes, prone to small microclimatical changes, where small kind of changes may make them to vanish. So this is this area we used to monitor each and every year, starting from 23, 24, 25. So but now this is not seen. And this is the egg. Many of them might have not been, and egg also may glow sometimes. So as far as the internal generalized morphology of firefly, so it's a technical thing where the you can see the lantern disposition as far as the fireflies are concerned in D and E. So different forms, asymmetricata and abscondita, different forms of fireflies. As far as the bioluminescence are concerned, because whenever we are saying fireflies, we used to come with in our mind or flashing like light. Everyone knows how firefly got their name, but many people don't know how the insects produce their glow, signature glow. Fireflies have dedicated light organs that are located under the abdomens. The insects take in oxygen and inside a special cell, combine it with a substance called luciferin, you may know, to produce light with almost no heat. So fireflies may also serve as a defense mechanism that flashes a clear warning of insects. In fact, that even larval are luminescence. So here we can see that male as well as the female adult differentiation lantern, as I was showing the previous picture itself. And here, when you are taking the lantern into account, there are actually how the lights are coming. Fireflies produce light during a chemical reaction called bioluminescence in a light emitting organ, which consists of a three-part. One is reflector. Reflector is one of the part. The chemical reaction takes place in the light cells, and light cells followed by transparent exoskeleton. So the chemical reaction which may take place in the light cells. In the lantern itself, when it is enlarged, it has a kind of three parts: reflector, and the chemical reaction which may take place in the light cells, and of course transparent exoskeleton. So they are producing, by this light, they are producing different flash pattern. Different group of organisms may produce a different kind of flash pattern. Variety of flash pattern. With a rapid flicker every 3.5 seconds, that is more amber in color. Each species has its own kind of a light flash pattern. And this will be, this is a kind of thing. Of course, they are producing light. So light is very important thing, which is by which these fireflies are communicating. So nowadays, light pollution is very important thing as far as this communication are concerned in the fireflies. And see the many street lights. Nowadays, the street lights are more and more, so that the fireflies are prone to the light pollution. Of course, they are prone to the kind of light pollution. And see, in some area, the lights are very much more, and in some area, it is very much less. So when we are comparing these two itself, we can see that the fireflies abundance or diversity may be more in the area where the light is very much reduced, intensity is very much reduced. So of course, lights are useful. Lights are very much thing. So previously, in previous year, and all, we can see that the light is covered by a kind of shield. Nowadays, it is not like that. So that the useful light is very much limited, but the glare of the light applied and light trespass may be more. So other than the useful light, the glare is more thing. So that is also a kind of causing a light pollution for these fireflies. So this is the picture which is given, taken from an NGO. They have contributed some of the picture to show the fireflies. So this is the congregation of fireflies in Anamalai area. See, this has been taken in 2024, where the congregation of fireflies. You can see it's like a kind of it's a kind of thing where we can see a lot of yellow colored flowers. We can see like a yellow colored flower, like a cassia. It's similar to the cassia fistula. So this is a kind of firefly congregation. So one of the scientists who has got the National Geographic Award by this photo. So Wayanad, full night full of stars and free from light pollutions. So studies on firefly diversity in India. So very much rare kind of papers have been published so far. So only mere kind of publication you can see in the fireflies diversity in India. Of course, World Firefly Day, which is always celebrated every year. So this year, I am putting some effort that all the people have to come around and we can make a network to celebrate the Firefly Day in Kerala 2026 during the month of July. So many many kind of information says that the fireflies are becoming a threat or extinction, and glowworms abundance are declining, as well as so during the different kind of evaluation, during a different kind of studies, and during a different kind of symposium and seminar, this kind of information is urged where we can conserve fireflies in any aspects. So of course the fireflies are declining. So to make a great initiative, so to make an initiative of this, there is a kind of association which is formed, and we are the part of the association. Kannur University Department of Zoology is part of that association. They are doing a wonderful job, which is Firefly Asian Association. So this association, we have a good number of experts as well as good number of students, upcoming students who are doing their PhD. And this association, by this association, we came with a lot of organizing seminars, symposiums, as well as we have organized a international seminar, first and foremost kind of seminar as far as our country is concerned during February month. So this is the initiative we have taken. So every students are very much you are encouraged to join this kind of association. And of course, we have a kind of Google form where you can join this association and you can enrich fireflies and also play a vital role in conservation of fireflies and citizen science programs. And so this association started with a kind of training program which was held in MP Bangalore. MP Firefly teams now this association is getting extended, and you can go to the site and see the other things. So of course, to enrich the fireflies, and to enrich its taxonomy, to enrich its diversity and bioecology, we had an international seminar. It's a first seminar which was held in Kannur University, Department of Zoology, and Firefly Asian Association, as well as Christ College in Yalapuda is always associating with us, and the initiation has been started, and many students are working, and we are also having a lot of interns who are working for a period of 3 to 6 months and coming with some kind of report submission and all. So students are so encouraged to join this association. And of course, the output of our seminar came in different kind of proceedings, came in different kind of magazines, came in newspapers. So this is the one thing: magical glow of fireplace fade with the change to ecology. So also, Indian first firefly checklist has been documented with the 92 species, which has been published recently in Zoo Taxa by a student, a PhD student, and also a coordinator of IUCN, Mr. Parvez, was put effort, and he's also a coordinator of Firefly Asian Association. They came with 92 species, enlisting 92 species, which is the Indian first Firefly checklist. And why fireflies are so important for the students. So I'm taking the class and I'm saying something about the fireflies. Why it is important for you people? Because one is, first is it's you know the importance because it is an important indicator of climax community, and the awareness gap is always there, even though we are conducting a lot of seminars and every aspects of the firefly conservation as thing, but there is an awareness gap. So it has to be pointed out how the awareness gap can be 100% fully successfully fulfilled. We are successfully fulfilling, but also the gap is there. And there is also a knowledge gap as far as these fireflies are concerned. So knowledge gap, because of this knowledge gap, students are not willing to come or take the research in the fireflies. But the knowledge gap, of course, we are there. Our Firefly Asian Association people are there who can really help to do a research. Of course, also there is a research gap, as I was mentioning before. Very mere papers are there. Research paper are very less. So in any field, if you're taking, as far as fireflies, taxonomy is concerned, molecular is concerned, ecology is concerned, there is a lot of gap to study. And of course, it is a best environmental indicator. Even though I am saying it is an environmental indicator, we have not experimented with the kind of data to say how much it is an indicator compared to the other organisms. And also it is a pest control. It is helpful in major culture events. Firefly, yeah, of course, social science people also can take research in fireflies, because fireflies, of course, it studies in culture. And people or students may know that in your younger stage, you might have been collecting fireflies in a small bottle, glass bottle, and you might be seeing that and all. So nowadays, these fireflies are not available. What is the changes? So to know this, we have to study the fireflies. And also it is a major source of ecotourism. Nowadays, ecotourism is expanding very much in our country. In Maharashtra, they are keeping a kind of festival, Firefly Festival, during the month of July to August. And also we can promote the citizen science. And up to 2025, we have not come with great effort in taking the data for the fireflies as in World Firefly Day celebration. So this year, this is the first step by me to give an awareness, so that during the month of July, we can come with kind of seeing the fireflies or recording the coordinates of the fireflies. So that fireflies are important. One is awareness gap, knowledge gap, and research gap, which these three are very much helpful for students to take the research in the fireflies. Of course, we have to protect fireflies because of over exploitation, overuse of natural resources. Where by studying the fireflies, indirectly we can conserve the habitat. Overuse of natural resources, we can put a mark in the natural resources, and we can say this habitat is going into threat. And chemical usage, also use of pesticide and weedicides in farmland are used much. These also we can put into account, we can take into consideration of the policy draft. Use of artificial light, which is called as ALAN, artificial light at night. It's an anthropogenic threat, which is produced for not only fireflies, for other organisms. Why it is so important for fireflies? Because it is a bioluminescence. Okay. And here, artificial light at night efforts are being taken by some of the NGOs, and they have drafted a policy with the to the Biodiversity Board and Government of Kerala. let us see how it shaped well. And also we need some kind of data on the artificial light at night to someone to work with that, and this will justify the policy. And cutting of tree and habitat fragmentation is happening everywhere. If it happened, as I was showing the previous picture, cutting or changing it, one single tree itself made fireflies to disappear from that region. So it is very much prone to small changes itself. So habitat degradation is also an important aspect we can point out by studying the fireflies. Of course, fireflies sanctuary. Sanctuary is, itself is that the city of Greenbelt is proud to be the home of Maryland first firefly sanctuary in Mexico. So this is the community awareness which was done by us every year by doing radio talk in different sources, by giving talk in Luca, and created scientific association with the Firefly Asian Association, and also collaborating with the different kind of organization to create programs like webinars, classes, and competitions. So this is the competition which has been which took place last year in university, Kannur University, and we have conducted international webinars in 2024 itself. And there was a scientist called Chandana Dameka, who is a well-known taxonomist from Sri Lanka. Only a book as far as Asian country is concerned, a book on fireflies has been done by him. So if anyone interested, I can share the book for you. And also Parvez, he's part of the Firefly Asian Association. He's also doing a wonderful job, and he's also a South Asian IUCN coordinator of fireflies. And as far as protection status of fireflies is concerned, in Indian Wildlife Protection Act, as you all know, that 1972 in Wildlife Protection Act, many species has not been covered, and one important thing, it doesn't cover firefly also. In India, the population status of firefly is to be kept under check, but many studies has to be undertaken to say that whether this can be initiated. So populations are becoming small in size, and the data is also deficit. At least with the data deficit has to be changed to not evaluated, or we have to come to some kind of change in the IUCN criteria. So how to conserve and protect butterfly? Conservation and sustainability, awareness. We have to give, first thing, awareness. We have to give small school project. We have to enrich citizen science, and of course collaboration is there by which we can do a lot of research and networking, and by that we can come with the species assessment. So this is the kind of wholesome about the fireflies. Hope you all understood there is a urge, or the very much attention has to be paid in conserving the fireflies. Thank you. So with that, my presentation is finished. Now it's up to students to ask questions. Thank you.
Hello, good evening, sir.
Yes, please.
As per my knowledge, insects are attracted to light, but how light pollution impact on their population or their like?
Of course, this is fireflies is so important. See, nocturnal insects, not only fireflies, nocturnal insects are affected very much.
Yes,
These
sir.
fireflies are having a good flashing pattern. Whenever the whenever we are going to a field with a kind of torch, or we are exposing with some kind of light, the fireflies are vanishing from that place itself. So small light itself, they are vanishing. So we can see lot of urban areas is nowadays having big lights, LED lights and all. So those are the area where the fireflies are not seen, and they are prone to communicate, and prone to multiply their population.
Is light pollution impact their behavioral pattern or any their like life cycle pattern or any?
Yes, of course, it's there, but we are not having a great kind of data as far as your a change in behavior. Of course, many papers are saying, but we have to come with the kind of data kind of working. We have to test in the laboratory. We have to put the light, and we have to see how much it is impacting. uh, of course, it is impact. The impact is more how much it is impacting, and what are the species it is getting impacted. First of all, we have to study what are the species. Then we have to study which of these species are producing good light pattern, by which we can try to know about the artificial light trying to affect the fireflies. So some questions are also coming over there. So if anybody is reading that question, I can answer to that.
Sir, question is asked by Adityan Asaj. Is there any flightless female fireflies in India?
Of course, females mostly are means most of the fireflies are flightless. So you can check the zoo taxa list of fireflies, which was recently published. There are 93 species. You can and they have given the remarks also. So you can of course see the list of fireflies. Uh,
Another one asked by Tindu Rajan. Other than paddy fields and wet regions, are there any specific plants or trees required in different stages of their life cycle, like butterflies?
Yes, the host plant has to be studied. Host plant, as far as Western Ghats is concerned, no host plant studies has been done. But one of the scientists who came to our seminar, she has done her PhD on host plants, and she has come with some of the host plant identifications. But fully, they are not the host. We can't say it as a host association, but of course, some of the host plants are there. That also we have to keep under check. What are the trees? What are the plants? Of course, as I was saying, one tree was cutted and every fireplace congregation was limited. So there also a great gap as far as Western Ghats is concerned. No host plant studies has been done in fireplace. And as far as the habitat are concerned, mostly I am seeing the wet zone, means the zone which is having patches, the zone which is having some kind of moisture. Dry zone doesn't have. We have surveyed the whole Wayanad region. We came with 4 species, and nearly 50 places we have marked firefly hotspot, and now we are expanding to other district also. Kannur, we have done some of the work. We are expanding where fireflies can always see. So that is the important thing. Fireflies are not to be seen, and we have to indicate the place, or we have to conserve the place where the fireflies are congregating more. So we have came with the 50 zones in Wayanad, and some of the zone in Kannur, mostly in a region like Alakod, Udaygiri region. There we have marked 4 to 6 hotspot region of fireflies. And of course, we are expanding. One of my researcher is doing the distribution of fireflies in Western Ghats, and he'll come with some of the hotspot markings. And of course, as a students, while we are celebrating this Firefly World Firefly Day, which is in July first week. So I will share a Google form so that students who are coming with some congregation or seeing the fireflies, you can come with the coordinates of so that our data can be expanded. So many people are saying fireflies are seen in Chalakudi. Yes, last week in paper it was that Chalakudi region is having some kind of fireplace congregation, and in Shendurni region there are some congregation, and like that people are saying. But we have to have a kind of a data set. Uh, we have to extract data set at least 500 hotspot for Kerala, so that we can at least we can conserve that zone, we can give importance to that habitat, we can put a policy draft, and we can emphasize the biodiversity board or Kerala government to conserve those habitats.
One more question, sir. It's asked by Giri Krishnan. Which part of monsoon is preferred for fireflies? As southwest monsoon advances from south to north of the Western Ghats, which is the best fit for Kerala and other states? And also,
Seasonality. We have seen the seasonality from last year. January, February, March, April, and it will be there. Some fireflies will be there. But we have to pinpointly say that January, how much fireflies I have recorded. No such research has been done. But I can say that April last week, May and June is a good time for fireflies congregation in Kerala is concerned. In South as well as South, one of the researcher who is doing in Christ College, Dr. Bijoy, he also came with the same kind of information that May and June is a good time for firefly congregation. And also November, October end and November will be also a good time period for firefly congregation. If you are able to visit the Wayanad, I can show the firefly a huge number of congregation during the April final week. April to May, that's a great kind of congregation. So last 2 years we are seeing those kind of congregation during the month of April last week to May, May full month. So these are the so these are very important months: April, May, June, and October, November. We have to put more effort on these 4 months. So other months we don't get any kind of fireflies. We don't get the sufficient data. So only firefly research people are not interested to take it, because only 4 months we can get some kind of data. Other month also we are getting data. We can't say we can't directly eliminate January, no fireflies are there. We have to come with the data. How many fireflies during I have observed during January? How many during February? How many during March? Of course, as far as other organisms are also concerned, there is a peak in May, June, July, and August, September, November, and there will be a decline of organism during December, January, February, March, and all. So here the difference is that we can see fireflies in 2 seasons for a year. Any other questions?
Can we identify the firefly by looking at its larval stages?
Of course, it can be identified. And one of the researcher from Assam University, he came to our department. He identified fireflies by its flight itself, by seeing its flash pattern. So each and every organism is producing different kind of wavelength of flash pattern. By the wavelength of flash pattern, he's a physics student. By that, he is trying to say, oh, this may be this kind of fireflies. So of course, we can also identify the fireflies in its larval stage also. But as I said, the biology of the larva, it is very much tedious, 1 to 2 year to rear. I have not taken any attempt to rear the larva. In Christ College, some students are trying to rear and study the biology.
Okay, sir. And a question from Anantu. Sir, as you have mentioned, its population is declining. How its population studies are done? Could you please explain about that?
Population studies are declining in the sense many papers are coming with saying that population are declining, but the previous population has not yet been studied. Of course, population are declining in the sense, as I was mentioning with one experiment which we have done in our campus, the area which we used to see every time, very much near to campus. Now the area, the tree has been cut and the population has been vanished. So small microclimatical change itself making the population to decline. And of course, nowadays we are not able to see. Now, whenever I am asking to many of the citizen science people, they are saying that population, previously the population was there, previously the congregation was there, now it is not to be seen. Of course, maybe due to habitat destruction and fragmentations, not much scale. And also the population studies is not with the data. It only by a kind of a survey we have made. So we have came with some survey information that people are old people. Some of the previous people, previous generation people, they are saying this population is not seen now, which was seen 10 years before.
Okay, sir. One more question from Tintu Rajan. What are the natural threats and predator species for fireflies?
Predator species mostly, some of the photography have been seen, shown that spiders are some of the thing, and also not so much studies also have been carried out in this predator. But as far as they are the voracious feeder of snails and slugs, and they are one of the natural thing. They are conserving the agriculture field by eating those snails and slugs.
Does anyone have any more questions?
Sir, how the flashing pattern, the light producing, which genes is responsible for this?
I'm not clear. See, there's a reflector. Means I've seen the luciferin. Three parts are there. One reflector, and they are producing a flash pattern. As far as the physics aspect, I am not clear. There is one of the scientists who is working in Assam University. He is doing the physics of that. He will be able to say that. And those correct kind of gene is not being expressed so far.
Sir, how that habitat degradation, tree cuttings impact on the population, sir? That not clear, sir.
Yes, as I have said before, no, just I have not gone into long, kind of small experiment where I have, we are seeing a kind of tree for 20 months. In that 20 months, 210 the congregation has happened, and the tree was cutted, and the population was slightly disappeared. So when an agriculture field, if there is a change in the agriculture aspects of field, or whenever they are changing their manure, changing the course of time, this kind of fireflies are limited. The population are limited. Of course, the study which we can easily say that small changes, small microclimatical changes can reduce their population, because There, before the cutting of the tree, there came a kind of building, small building, a kind of pathway building. That time itself, the population started declining, and then later they cutted the tree, and the population vanished. Now we are seeing those some population or some kind of fireflies in the paddy field nearer to the tree. But previously, the tree had a good kind of congregation. Now the congregation is not able to see, but the paddy in that paddy field we can see some of the fireflies, not in aggregated. They are randomly distributed.
Sir, I want to share my sort of experience. From my childhood, I have observed
Yes,
during
sir.
monsoon period, we have encountered so many population. But
Okay.
at the onset of monsoon, we have found less number of population. Recently, I have observed in northeast also in Bengal, Duar area like Siliguri, Darjeeling, Sikkim. So during northeast monsoon in this period, like April, May month, huge population over there. So
Yes, sir.
my just not question, just want to know your views. Are you planning to study their circadian rhythms with this light pattern or other thing in future, like genetic
Yeah,
expression?
so one of my student is doing the distribution study as far as fireflies are concerned, all over the part of Kerala as well as the Western Ghats, and he has taken Northeast also. So one of our group, Firefly Asian Association group, people are there in Northeast also. They also said that congregation is better, more in the Northeast area compared to Western Ghats. But Western Ghats, we have not yet studied, so that we can't say that the congregation is very less. But as the picture which has been shown in 2024, a great kind of congregation has happened in Anamalites. Of course, I can also show you in Wayanad a place where the congregation is will be there, because last year I noticed a great congregation during the month of April last week. Of course,
Okay,
we are
thank
coming with the data collection. We need a data. We are making a networking. Uh, so data are very much limited, and in IUCN category criterion itself, we
yes,
can see that data is very much deficient as far as these fireflies are concerned.
yes, sir, yes, sir. So
Yes.
yes, sir. But another one is like wants to know whether you're going to study about their circadian rhythms with this light pollution, light factor.
Light pollution, of course, we will be studying. Of course, we will be studying. One of the NGO which has been associated with us, they are trying to. They have given some of the photos. They are trying to study the light pollution, means artificial light, and they are trying to make it as a policy. They have taken that kind of draft to the government of Kerala. I don't know how much they have come forward. They are doing a wonderful job.
Sir, a question from Sarith. What are all things that can be done to conserve these fireflies?
So one first thing is awareness is needed. People, first of all, they are not knowing what fireflies, whether it is seen now or not. Another thing, fireflies, people are thinking it is only one species. There are 92 species, different species are there in India. And by that, when by conserving this habitat, or by conserving the firefly, indirectly we are conserving the habitat. By conserving the habitat, we are indirectly conserving the fireflies. So vice versa, we are trying to do that. So conservation efforts are very much needed, starting from the scratch. That only citizen science, many citizen science programs are there for different kind of birds are there, bird atlas are there, and for moth night, national moth night is so popular. But this fireflies is now getting popular because people are celebrating World Fireflies Day, but South side we have not initiated. This time we have to initiate it in a large scale that we can make a data sheet and circulate to all over the students of Kerala, Tamil Nadu, Karnataka, as well as all the Western Ghats, what we have to share, and we have to see how much congregation they have been seen during the month of May. So we have to come with some kind of data sets.
Sir, a question from Giri Krishnan. Any study upon moonlight and firefly? The yellow color has a purpose to distant communication among individuals, not to attract insects.
Yes, one paper I have shown in the PowerPoint, Alan, artificial light at night. Not pinpointly, as you said, but general kind of artificial light study has been done, but not in our Western Ghats. In Western Ghats, I have studied in moths, artificial light. That paper you can see in Biotaxa. So same strategy we will be following, and we will be seeing how changes are made. Yes, we can conclude. If there are questions, you can personally ask to me. Pyrix people can able to communicate my number so that personally you can ask. And I also need a help from the student community that we need a kind of distribution data of the fireflies. So hope we will be able to circulate the data during the month of last week of April or first week of May, so that from May to June, we can see how much data we have collected, and we can have a kind of joint webinar so that we can it can be put into the audience and citizen science program, so data can be expanded.
So, as we come to the end of today's session, we extend our sincere thanks to Dr. Sheikh Mohammed for delivering an insightful and engaging talk on promoting firefly conservation. His perspective brought clarity and depth to our understanding of our ecosystem and how exactly fireflies contribute in bringing balance to it. So, we also thank everyone who joined and actively participated. Your curiosity and engagement are what continue to drive Biorex forward as a meaningful and growing scientific community. With that, we officially conclude today's session. Thank you all for participating in this discussion. See you in the next session. Thank you.
So thank you all the members, all the group members. Thank you Biorex community. Thank you Sonia for your introduction and conclusion. So thank you everyone. Thank you. See.